gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Folks' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with a pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Play action. Ryan.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 7.
Prescott from the gun.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 16 yards. And a Patriot first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. shotgun. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They go play action now. Ryan. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. Ryan. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Ryan. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Ryan. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now Bolden on the return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On play action, Prescott.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Play action now, Prescott. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Prescott.
And he'll drop it underneath to White.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
First down, here's White. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Jacoby Myers, a 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is now 10-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
New England's offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Prescott. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Ryan to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One last shot for Ryan. Caught on the right side by Adams. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.